Hello, snakes. Welcome to your reading for the month of July. I'm actually going to start with pulling your three main themes from the Sacred Forest Oracle. And then I am going to use the Antique Anatomy Tarot for the initial Celtic Cross spread. And then I'm going to clarify with the 1909 Tarot. But before we get the reading started, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It really does help the channel. And leave me a comment as well at the end. Let me know if you enjoyed your reading. All right, so we'll start with your three main themes. Here we have the Wizard of the Woods, focus. We have the Earth Spirit, stability. And you have the Willow Spirit, flexibility. So I will say I find it interesting that you have both the stability and the flexibility card here. And so with that focus card, I do feel like you are probably focused on stability at this time, which again makes sense. A lot of people are focused. This moon is all about the home, family, security, and stability. So I do feel like that is a big focus, but Spirit also wants you to remember, yes, have the stability, but also remain flexible, So, all right, let's see where this reading goes. We will start with your current general energy. So the snakes start out with the Three of Wands. So this is a card of expansion. So I do feel like you are starting the month, snakes, in a time of expansion. I feel like you have lots of energy at this time. And again, I would say it's going to be important on where you focus that energy. And then we'll go to your crossing energy, and this can be what helps you or what hinders you. And here you have the Death card. So the Death card is change and transformation. So again, you are very much expanding with that Three of Rods. And sometimes with expansion comes change and transformation. So one of the main messages with the Death card is let the changes happen. And again, that could be that flexibility, let the changes happen. But let's clarify that Three of Rods and the Death card. So with those, we have the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is all about being bold, being assertive, and really going for your happiness and really not caring what other people think. So again, like she's got that sunflower on her card there, and the sunflower, they turn to face the sun. They turn to face what makes them happy. And she is focused on that sunflower. She is focused on her own happiness. And again, I really feel that this needs to be what is happening for the snakes at this time. You really need to be focused on your happiness, and you need to be going for it, reaching for it, being bold, being assertive. And again, don't be afraid of the changes. Let them happen. Next, we go to the area of your foundation. And here we have the Ace of Coins, which would be the Ace of Pentacles. And this can represent a prosperous new beginning. But the Ace of Pentacles, this is a card of potential. So it says that there is potential in your foundation for a really, really wonderful, prosperous, abundant new beginning. But you have to accept it. You have to take it. Let's clarify this Ace of Coins. So with the Ace of Coins, we have the Six of Pentacles. And this is a card of balancing your resources. So again, that could be part of the potential there. And that could actually, too, be part of that stability, right? Is really having a look at your finances, and not just your finances, but your resources and in general, and really weighing where it is that you are putting your resources. And again, like, because he is weighing his options here. So again, really weigh your options. Because again, you do have opportunity, you do have options ahead of you. So just weigh your options. And again, I do feel that there could be something wonderful and prosperous. So balance and gather your resources at this time. Next, we go to the Four of Coins, which is the Four of Pentacles. And this is in the area of your mind. So in the area of your mind, this can, the Four of Pentacles or the Four of Coins can be a card of holding on to your resources too tightly. And again, we just spoke about managing your resources. And again, I would say, like, don't, the Four of Pentacles can lean towards like miserly tendencies. It's holding on to your resources too tightly. So just make sure, like, when we hold on to our resources too tightly, we can block off our heart space, and it can stop us from giving and receiving. And again, this Six of Pentacles is also my card of take a penny, leave a penny. So again, it's definitely a card of balancing the give and take. It's a card of giving and receiving. So again, with the Four of Pentacles there, don't be holding on to your resources too tightly. We have to use those resources to expand. So allow yourself to expand. Do not hold on to things too tightly at this time. But let's clarify that Four of Pentacles. So with the Four of Pentacles, we have the King of Wands. So again, be bold, be assertive. Don't be afraid to use your resources. And again, I will say you have the King and Queen of Wands, and these are divine counterparts, which would tell me that you are very much in balance. This could also say that you have somebody else that can help you in this situation, and you would both be very much on the same page. So again, I would say too, don't be afraid to reach out to other people for assistance in this as well. And next we go to the area of the of the recent past. And here we have the Two of Blades, or the Two of Swords. And this is a card, or this can be a card of being at a crossroads. It's a card of, it can be a card of black and white thinking. And again, I do feel that you may have been, or may still be in, like this, black and white thinking, this or that thinking. Like if you have a choice or a decision to make, it doesn't have to be this way or that way. The Two of Swords is my card of third place solutions. It's also my card of trusting your instincts. Trust your instincts, trust your intuition. And go with that third place solution. And I would say, especially with having the Queen and King of Wands, go with the bold solution. But let's clarify that Two of Blades. So with the Two of Blades, yep, we have the High Priestess, instincts. She is all about instincts and intuition. So definitely follow your intuition on whatever choice or decision that you need to make. And like I said, don't be afraid to be bold, be assertive, especially if that is what your intuition is telling you. Next, we go to the area of the very near future. And here we have the Four of Elixirs, which would be the Four of Cups. And this can be a card of Well, it can be a card of missed opportunities, but it's kind of saying like, don't miss this opportunity, is the message that is coming through. Again, you had that Ace of Pentacles there down in your um, foundation. Um, and again, that's a card of great potential. So whatever opportunities are being offered to you at this time, they have a lot of potential, but you have to see the offer. You have to be willing to take the offer. Um, yeah, so don't miss the opportunity. So definitely be trusting your instinct, your intuition, like we talked about. And again, I would be almost like expecting an opportunity or a gift from spirit coming to you in the near future. But let's clarify the Four of Elixirs. So with the Four of Elixirs, we have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands, this could be a card of like thinking outside the box. And it's kind of a card of like having to leave a comfort zone. So it's like in order to, see this opportunity and to actually be able to act on this potential. The Two of Wands says in the very near future, you are going to be asked to step outside of your comfort zone. So again, don't be afraid to do that because outside that comfort zone, that is where the opportunities are going to be. That is where the abundance is going to be. Next, we go to the area of the next few months. And here we have the Temperance card. And the Temperance card is a card of, it's kind of a card of mixing things together. So I think over the next few months, like, there may be plenty of opportunities that you actually like once you open yourself up and step out of that comfort zone. I feel like there's going to be many opportunities that present themselves to you, and I think you are going to have a lot of options, and it's going to be like you are mixing things. You are mixing these opportunities together is kind of and the mixing of these opportunities are creating the perfect recipe for you for balanced living. So I really love that. But let's clarify the Temperance card. So with the Temperance card, we have the Five of Pentacles. Now, the Five of Pentacles can be a card that says, don't focus on your weaknesses. But the part that I'm feeling with this Five of Pentacles, with this Temperance card, is to focus on your strengths at this time. Your strengths and your opportunities. Mix those things together, and you are going to create something absolutely amazing. Next, we go to the area of your closest relationships. And here we have the Nine of Wands. So that the Nine of Wands can be a card of trying new things. And so I do feel like it's a kind of a card of experimentation. So it's asking you to experiment a little bit in your relationships. Now, this could be like doing new things, new activities within your relationships. This could also be opening yourself up to the possibility of new relationships in your life. But the Nine of Rods would say, again, this is, it's kind of the card throwing things at the wall and sees what sticks. Just try new things, try experimenting. Again, if we're doing the same thing over and over and over again, you're always going to get the same result. So if you try something different, you may get a different result. That's kind of the energy I'm getting off of that Nine of Rods. But let's clarify that. So with the Nine of Rods, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is the wealth card. So I kind of feel like by experimenting and doing new things, especially for those who are opening themselves up to the possibility of new relationships and trying new relationships, I really feel like this is going to make you feel extremely wealthy. Having these funds and trying new things, I really feel like this is going to make you feel wealthy. I also think, The Nine of Pentacles here is also a card of focus. So I do think you are focused on those, those family relationships, those closest relationships. And again, when I say family, I don't necessarily mean blood family. It can be blood family, but it can also be, just those people that we feel like family. So again, I do think you had that focus at the beginning as well. So I do think that you are focused on your relationships at this time. And again, I kind of think you're focused on having a little bit of fun and trying new things, which I think is absolutely awesome. So next we go to the area of your hopes and your fears. And here we have the Page of Elixirs, which would be the Page of Cups. And I kind of love this card right here. This would actually say that the snakes actually have a lot of hope right now. The Page of Elixirs is the dreamer in the tarot. He actually also represents your inner child. So I do feel like, first of all, that this is a great time for the snakes to dream. If you have a dream, focus your attention on it. Again, focus that manifestation and manifest those dreams. And again, believe it's possible. Tap into that inner child and have the belief that inner child has. But let's clarify that Page of Elixirs. So with the Page of Elixirs, we have the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords for me is usually like the first thing that always comes to me is slow down, the need to slow down. So again, I do feel like the snakes do need to slow down this month. Take the time to just dream. Take the time to daydream. How often as adults do we allow ourselves the time to just daydream? So again, slow down this month. Tap into that inner child, tap into your dreamer, and allow yourself to dream, to daydream. And don't be afraid to dream big either. And next we go to the outcome. And here we have the Ace of Rods. So the Ace of Rods can represent a passionate, inspired new beginning. And again, this doesn't surprise me that I think this is a great card to show up at the outcome after this reading, because especially tapping into that Page of Elixirs energy, that inner child and the dreamer. I kind of feel like this month, snakes, if you allow yourself, like I said, that time to just daydream, I feel like there could be something that just all of a sudden hits you, and all of a sudden you are very inspired. And I would act on that inspiration. And then I will also say that you have two aces in your reading, the Ace of Coins and the Ace of Rods. So first of all, that's a yes to any question that I haven't answered. Two aces in a reading is always a good sign. But let's clarify that Ace of Rods. So with the Ace of Rods, we have the Five of Cups. And again, this is coming up in the outcome, and this is a good outcome. So like I know the card kind of looks a little bit down, but it's actually a card. It's actually meant to be a card of gratitude. So I would say, snakes, don't forget to express your gratitude. Express your gratitude to the people around you, the people that make you, that fill your cup up. Express your gratitude to spirit. And honestly, most importantly, express your gratitude for yourself. So, great reading, snakes. Thank you so much for joining me. I love and appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.